Middle schoolers across our state are getting a new lesson on STEM learning. Take a look. This is called the Hive. It stands for Human Innovation Experience. Built by COSI and backed by Boeing, this mobile roadshow really highlights fields like aerospace manufacturing, robotics, engineering, and yes, even artificial intelligence. And the Hive has partnered with local organizations like the Ohio Life Sciences Association to really bring this unique event to more schools. So we're so glad, Eddie, to have you joining us. Eddie Pauline is the president and CEO of the nonprofit Ohio Life Sciences. Thanks for joining us on Boomtown today.
Yeah, appreciate being here. Appreciate your interest in this.
Let's talk about the Hive first, because you've been to these roadshows. Share what that excitement feels like when you see these kids.
Yeah, I think the instant reaction is energy, curiosity. It's palpable at these events. Specifically when we're talking about the life sciences, making sure students understand that this industry is all about healing patients, saving lives, and seeing how they're better understanding what goes into creating medicine, getting a new product approved to save a life is a real informative experience for a lot of people.
And that's really the mission behind Ohio Life Sciences Association. For people who don't know, you say your mission is to grow that life sciences market. What do you mean by that?
So Ohio has had a relatively robust life science industry. That means we have a lot of pharmaceutical companies in the state, biotech, medtech, diagnostic companies, companies that are doing a variety of different things to impact the life of the patient. Our objective as an industry association is to ensure those companies can continue to grow here, that they don't run into barriers when it comes to certain policies that the state might be creating that will either positively or negatively impact the industry. We're also helping organizations like Jobs Ohio, supporting their efforts to recruit more life science companies to town. That's important right now because we know this industry creates good paying jobs. The starting wage is about 40% higher than all of the private sector jobs. So it's an important economic engine for the state.
And I feel like we just saw a glimpse into your future and our future with those artist drawings of the new life sciences campus that you're building in New Albany. What is that going to help support all of this that you just talked about?
Yeah, the Ohio Life Science Training Center is a 34,000 square foot facility in New Albany, and this will help ensure that new biomanufacturing companies that are coming to the state have a reliable pipeline of talent to fill the really transformational jobs that they're creating. This facility will include a simulated wet lab space, biomanufacturing space. So it'll be a place where people can come, learn about the industry, and get the required skills they need to go fill these really important jobs.
Eddie, this is a real long-term commitment, you can tell by the state. I think we have some numbers to tell people why this is such a game changer. This project in New Albany, it's backed by $30 million from Jobs Ohio. And like you said, it's going to build that biopharm manufacturing talent pipeline. But right now, there's already 18,000 people in Central Ohio in this field, many more statewide. But you're saying these numbers have already grown or continue to grow?
They're going to continue to grow. And again, this is a diverse industry. So the sectors include, again, pharma, bio, med device. This particular sector, biomanufacturing, needs a strong pipeline of talent that is comfortable working in an FDA-regulated environment. We don't have too many facilities around the region that accommodate that. So this facility fills a really important gap and has commanded a lot of financial support from some very important partners.
And when we look at this from kind of a bigger picture view of how this is going to help our state capture all those dollars, who's our biggest competitor then out there that you're seeing now saying, wait, Ohio's doing this, we need to get on board?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, there's been somewhat of a feeding frenzy across the country from states that want to capture their share of what has been about a $500 billion commitment from the U.S. pharmaceutical industry to manufacture medicine back in the U.S. So states have been competing to get, you know, these facilities, which in a lot of cases are $2–3 billion investments from these companies. They create 700 jobs or so apiece. Ohio's been winning in that space, but we need to ensure that we can win the next deal. Amgen is a good example. They came here, they've been able to fill the jobs that they've created, but we want to make sure we're prepared to win the next one, and that's what this facility will help us do.
And when I look at this, I get so excited because you and I both have kids kind of in that sweet spot age where in 3 to 5 short years, they might be looking for jobs instead of going to college. So where do you think this growth is going to take our next generation when it comes to that next boom?
Ohio's got all the ingredients to be a top destination for the life science industry. I think that if you look at where we're at now, there's more people working in the industry than ever, but when you look at the amount of parents that may be working at these places, that number's less than some other industries.
Wow.
So what's happening is kids are coming home, that maybe they're inspired by something they heard at school. They ask their parents, what is biotechnology? Maybe that parent doesn't know, so they
Right.
pivot.
Yeah.
So this effort is really going to ensure that, again, we get more people working in the industry. They share stories about the impact that they're having on patients, to their kids back home at the dinner table, and we create a new generation of talent that's going to really push this industry forward.
Well, I'm really excited because it also speaks to the diversity of Central Ohio and beyond, of what types of industry. We're not just tech, we're not just the Rust Belt, we are now all these other aspects of life and a booming town that really can cater to so many different genres.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at the key ingredients, the educational strength, our healthcare institutions, the state government, it's a place that in a lot of ways is recession-proof, and I think that's very attractive to industry to be close to. So we're excited to continue to promote Ohio as a destination for life science organizations, and this training center is going to be a real asset when it comes to doing that successfully.
Well, congratulations to you, Eddie Pauline from Ohio Life Sciences. Maybe I'll see you at the next High Road Show. I want to go to one of those.
Absolutely, yeah. Come, you'll be energized and see what the life sciences can do for maybe even your career.
There's always a second act. All right, Eddie, thank you so much.